Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka.
Burning Question, presented by Greenply, powered by Honda Elevate and Reliance Terra.
The Nitish government spearheads a caste census. They also released the caste-based survey report earlier in Bihar.
जातीय जनगणना बिहार की जनता में गरीबों में भरम फैलाने के सिवा कुछ नहीं है.
The BJP is attacking the NIA alliance over the Bihar caste report. They are asking, is the caste census opposition's main agenda?
NIA ने रिवॉर्ड डिक्लेयर किए थे 3 लोगों पे. उनका एक मेन एक्यूज था मोहम्मद शाहनवाज. उसको आज सुबह उसके 2 साथियों के साथ इनको अरेस्ट किया.
Mega NIA crackdown on terror. Wanted ISIS terrorist is arrested in the national capital. Videos of stone pelting during a religious procession in Karnataka's Shivamoga is being probed. TMC taking to the streets of the national capital against the centre over the Manrega funds. The BJP hits back.
जिन जिन लोगों ने भ्रष्टाचार किया है, गरीबों के पैसे लूटे हैं, उनके खिलाफ तो कार्रवाई जरूर होगी.
From crimes against women to the Kanhaiya Lal murder case, the Prime Minister hitting out at the Gehlot government over the law and order situation. And days after targeting the Indian High Commissioner to the UK, Khalistanis provoke yet again. They gather outside the Indian High Commission earlier in London. Hello and a very good evening. The show is called The Burning Question and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. In politics, remember, timing is the key. Timing is of the essence. We are just days away from when the government convened a special session of the parliament and then the women reservation bill was debated. That entire bill now has become a law. And during that entire debate, during that entire conversation, you have seen a lot of focus, particularly from the opposition, the NIA alliance bloc, that said we want a quota within a quota. They spoke for an OBC quota. The government said we are in no hurry, this will take time. And do remember again, what the government has said about the women reservation bill is that it's not becoming a reality in 2024, but maybe in 2029. Then, today morning, on Gandhi Jayanti, reports came in of the Bihar government putting out a huge announcement around noon. When we checked what is that announcement about, what could that pertain to, we were given to understand that this is going to be the Nitish Kumar government putting out details of the caste survey that they carried out in Bihar. Now, like I said, timing is of the essence. Nitish Kumar has timed this to ensure that the conversation picks up close on the heels of the upcoming winter elections to states like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram. And not to forget, also to create a political narrative in his own state of Bihar. And in the middle of all this, there has been again a lot of chatter about, whether Nitish Kumar is going to stay in the NIA alliance, could he jump ship, what does he want to do, no one knows. But Nitish Kumar, many say, is playing according to a playbook that aims to ensuring to divide the Hindutva vote bank of the BJP. The vote bank that the BJP has been ensuring that it helps them win huge elections, not just in 2014 and 2019, but also 2024. But what Nitish Kumar today has done by releasing data of the caste survey that tells you that the percentage of the OBC is not about a 51 or a 52% that was estimated according to the last survey that happened, or the census that happened in 1931, to a 63%. What could that mean in the run-up to these elections? Is the attempt here to divide that Hindutva vote bank of the BJP? The BJP wants that vote bank to be consolidated. But Nitish Kumar, again, remember, has created categories like the MBC and the EBC. Now, this is the most backward communities, the extremely backward communities out of the OBC. So Nitish Kumar has played this politics of social engineering, one would say, for some time now. The BJP has been cautious in its response, because you ask any political party, they would not say they are not in favor of a caste census. But the government is still not willing to hold a caste census, is what the opposition alleges. And also, interestingly, you have the stand that has been taken by the Congress. The Congress, and Rahul Gandhi in particular, has been speaking about the OBC caste, reservations for them for some time around. So is this a double-edged sword that Nitish Kumar has used to cement his position within the NIA alliance? Is this also a part of the pressure politics by Nitish Kumar? And on the other side, to also give a message to the BJP that this is going to be that plank that he will get the entire alliance together on to fight the elections of 2024. But then there is also that all-important debate about caste versus merit. In a country as vast as India, caste is a reality. But we are a new India. We are an aspirational India. We are an India that also talks about merit. So should we be thinking of caste right now? Should we be thinking of merit? It is a tightrope walk right now for all political parties. Sit back and watch what has happened through the day, the reactions that have come in from most political parties on the entire move by Nitish Kumar, and whether this could be a game changer in the run-up to the 2024 elections.
Exactly a month ago, Nitish Kumar made this big announcement.
लेकिन कल ही यह तय हो गया है कि बहुत जल्दी आपस में तय कर लेंगे लोग जो चुनाव लड़ने का। और आप जान रहे हैं ना, अब केंद्र सरकार को कर रहा है, तो अब क्या क्या होने वाला है। अब न्यूज में आ रहा है कि अब उसको विधानसभा और लोकसभा सबका बड़ा अच्छा है भाई। ये सब चीज एक के साथ तो पहले होता था। अगर करना चाहते हैं तो ही काहे नहीं किए थे, जनगणना काहे नहीं किए हैं? हर 10 साल पर होता था, तो आप तो किए ही नहीं जनगणना।
But no such mass campaigning has yet begun. The India Alliance leaders are instead busy in their own endeavors. As of today, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi was seen offering prayers at Golden Temple. Nitish is busy patting his own back over caste survey.
ये पूरा का पूरा करके जो भी रिजल्ट आया है, अब उसके बाद सबकी आर्थिक स्थिति का एक एक परिवार का भी ले लिया गया, तो करके भी सब कुछ उसको भी कर रहा है, सबको जानकारी भी दे देगा। कल हम सबके सामने जो रिपोर्ट आई है, ये प्रेजेंटेशन हो जाएगा और इस बार जो स्थिति है उसके आधार पर जो भी आगे बढ़ाना है, काम करना होगा, तो उसके बारे में देंगे।
Meanwhile, Mamata Banerjee's party is protesting over Bengal funds issue. And then there are these internal fights within the India Alliance. For instance, in Punjab, where Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are contesting against each other and not together.
मैं सारी पार्टियों से अपील करता हूं, अगर आपकी पार्टी का नेता भी नशा करता है, उसको पार्टी से निकाल दो, उसको पुलिस को सौंप दो। हम सारी पार्टियों से अपील करते हैं, इस नशे के खिलाफ लड़ाई में आप हमारा साथ दो। चाहे किसी पार्टी का नेता हो, उसका किसी को साथ नहीं देना चाहिए। हम किसी पार्टी के खिलाफ नहीं है, किसी नेता के खिलाफ नहीं है, लेकिन नशा बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे, किसी हालत में नशा बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे।
With the assembly election scheduled next and Lok Sabha elections barely 8 months away, is India Alliance a damp squib already? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And not to forget Nitish Kumar, when the last NIA Alliance meeting happened, gentlemen, he actually said that come October 2, we'll also have a seat sharing formula that's got to be put out in front of everyone. And he said we'll begin our campaigning for the Lok Sabha election of 2024, Nikhil. But that hasn't happened. What Nitish has done is that he's asserted that what you cannot do, what you could not do, what Kuntal from the BJP is not wanting to do, he's done it. So he has become the champion of the OBC, of the Pichhdas. And now you can't, not deal with the reality that Nitish Kumar is bringing to the fore. So we'll, ask political parties whether they believe this is a master stroke or, this is again, like the BJP says, Kuntal, ki bhram phaila rahe hain Nitish Kumar. He represents the BJP with us. Nikhil Jain is an advocate and a political analyst. Abbas Haider is spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party with us. Subodh Mehta ji is national spokesperson of the RJD, and Manoj Das Manu is the leader of the Janata Dal United. Aap sabko namaste, and we'll ask the first question to Kuntal, because Giriraj ji kehte hain, Kuntal, that ye to bhram phaila rahe Nitish Kumar. Now, are you for the caste census? Are you against the caste census? What is the BJP stand?
Deepti ji, there are few facts which I must take into account on your show. First of all, the Bihar cabinet, which approved of a census, in fact, it was a survey. A survey was approved to come to know about the real picture of socio-economic, cultural and numerical position of different sections of society. That cabinet had 16 ministers of BJP. The cabinet which approved the fund for this kind of survey again had 16 ministers from BJP. So this kind of survey would not have been possible without support from BJP. We supported any survey which can bring marginalized people into the mainstream.
So you want credit, Kuntal, you want credit for the caste survey in Bihar?
It is not at all about credit. It is not at all about credit. BJP always believes in politics of santushti, not about tushtikaran. BJP is all about santushtikaran. So there is no need for credit. BJP does not want any credit. But what Nitish Kumar did, you heard him. He is repeatedly saying that we have done this survey so that we can bring the people who are marginalized, who are left behind, into the main system. But Bihar government did not release the very essence of this survey. The very essence of this survey was socio-economic data, which they did not release. This depicts their motive. The basic and the only motive of Bihar government and Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad Yadav is to confuse people of Bihar, is to mislead people of Bihar. Nothing else.
No, what is, I don't understand what it means to confuse and bhram ki kya sthiti. And Nikhil, give me a second, because Kuntal, why don't you tell me the question that I asked? Is the BJP ready to go for an all-out, a national caste census? Because the center can do it. If you believe this is the need of the hour, why don't we do it? Why isn't the BJP doing it?
See, let me make it very clear to you and to all your audience, all your viewers. BJP is in for any kind of survey which can help marginalized section of the society bring into the mainstream. BJP is in for any kind of survey.
But what are you
BJP
saying? The law officer in the
kind of
Supreme Court spoke against this. He said it's not possible, Kuntal. The law officer spoke against it in the Supreme Court.
Deepti, there is a difference between survey and census. There is a difference between survey and census.
So can you have a survey or a census? What is the BJP okay with? A survey or a census?
There are few practical problems. Census, as per constitution, only central government can go for a census. Okay. There are few practical problems, but it does not mean we supported this kind of survey in Bihar because it was needed. We supported it.
Okay, now you say you supported it, you were a part of the entire cabinet when this was discussed. The last question, and I'll just give you 5 seconds for that, Kuntal, because then I'll go into all our other panelists here. Is this a master stroke from Nitish Kumar?
Not at all. He is again trying to cheat people of Bihar.
Okay. He's trying to cheat people of Bihar. अब मनोज दास जी, बीजेपी क्यों ये कह रही है कि आप तो सिर्फ लोगों से चीटिंग करना चाहते हैं, नाम के लिए सर्वे करा दिया लेकिन उसके बाद कुछ नहीं होगा?
देखिए मैडम, बीजेपी का काम ही है अनर्गल बातें करना। जिस समय ये कैबिनेट में आया, जिस समय ये विधानसभा में आया, उसमें बीजेपी आगे बढ़ के थी। 10 दिन पहले तक बीजेपी के नेता कहते थे कि हम जातिगत आरक्षण के खिलाफ नहीं है। 10 दिन पहले तक बोलते रहते थे कि जातिगत आरक्षण को सार्वजनिक कीजिए रिपोर्ट को। अब जब रिपोर्ट सामने आया तो कुछ तो इनको बोलने की तो जरूरत ही है, तो कुछ ना कुछ तो बोलेंगे ही ना। क्या ये गलत है कि जो भाजपा
नहीं, लेकिन मनोज दास जी देखिए, एक वाजिब सवाल है सर कि इस पूरे सर्वे से क्या होगा? आपने हेडलाइंस बटोर ली। नीतीश कुमार ये दिखाना चाहते हैं कि कर्पूरी ठाकुर वीपी सिंह की तरह ही वो भी एक चैंपियन है, उनके पास भी एक बैकवर्ड कास्ट के लिए एक फॉर्मूला है। लेकिन क्या होगा, क्योंकि कई सारी ये रिपोर्ट्स है जो ये कहती है कि देखिए अगर सर्वे का कैलकुलेशन किया जाए तो यादव प्लस कुर्मी और कुशवाहा 20% है पॉपुलेशन का इस सर्वे के मुताबिक, और आपके कैबिनेट में 31 लोग हैं, उनमें से 12 यानी 39% जिनके पास बड़े बड़े पोर्टफोलियोज हैं वो तो इसी कम्युनिटी से हैं। तो आप क्यों ज्यादा रिप्रेजेंटेशन नहीं देते हैं बैकवर्ड क्लासेस को अपने अपने कैबिनेट में? या सिर्फ चुनाव जीतने के लिए ये सब हो रहा है?
देखिए, पूर्व में ही कहा गया था कि जातिगत जनगणना होगी, उनकी आर्थिक स्थिति की भी रिपोर्ट आएगी और उसके आधार पर जिनका दिया जा रहा है उनको उस पर उनके स्कीम से उनको आगे बढ़ाने का प्रयास किया जाएगा। और इसमें भाजपा भी साथ थी, ऐसा थोड़ा था कि भाजपा साथ नहीं थी। भाजपा प्रधानमंत्री से मिलने भी गया, सर्वदलीय प्रतिनिधिमंडल, उसमें भी भाजपा थी।
तभी तो वो क्रेडिट लेना चाहते हैं ना मनोज दास जी, तभी वो आपको याद दिला रहे हैं कि ये फैसला आपने अकेले नहीं लिया है, ये फैसला मिलकर लिया गया है। ठीक है, लेकिन सिर्फ बीजेपी और जेडीयू इस पैनल पे नहीं है। आई वांट टू गेट इन द कांग्रेस, द एसपी एंड द आरजेडी हियर आल्सो। सुबोध जी, एक जो चार्ज निकलता है और बार बार जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर कहते हैं कि डायनेस्टिक पार्टीज है। आप देखिए ना, लालू प्रसाद यादव वो ये आरोप लगाते हैं कि आप लालू प्रसाद यादव को देखिए, उनके कुनबे को देखिए, वो तो कहां बढ़ गया, लेकिन जो पिछड़ा है वो तो अति पिछड़ा हो गया ना। तो आप तो पिछड़ों के लिए वो कहते हैं कुछ वैसे ही नहीं करते, सिर्फ नंबर्स आप लोग ये जोड़ लेते हैं और आपकी कम्युनिटी आगे बढ़ती रहती है, बाकी लोग और पिछड़े के पिछड़े रह जाते हैं।
Look, regarding the dynastic politics, I'm telling you, there are 35.
Subodh ji will respond to that. Manoj Das ji, आऊंगी आपके पास सर।
Yes.
Subodh will respond to this.
On dynastic politics, you look to the fact that 35 ministers of Modi government belong to a dynasty. Who is Piyush Goyal? Who is Pradhan ji? Who is Mr. Thakur from Himachal Pradesh? There are n number of things I can name. Who is Jyotiraj Scindia? So there are 35 people who are surrounding, Narendra Modi ji. They are the product of the dynastic politics. Now, coming to the fact of the caste census, Kundal ji was here talking about a one-dimensional approach, and he is unaware of the many facts. Lalu Prasad Yadav ji, right from the 3 decades, he is fighting, putting his all energy to go for a caste census, and finally Bajpayee ji declined it. And then when he became a minister in the UPA 1 government, Manmohan Singh agreed, and along with the caste census, there was a socio-economic, caste survey, and this data was there with the Parliament and the Registrar General of India, but it was not published, citing in the Parliament by Arun Jaitley that this is a corrupt data. But the Registrar General of India in 2017 in the Parliamentary Committee, they said this data is not corrupt. It can be published. 99.9% data is corrupt free, but still they don't do. They didn't do that. But looking to the fact that even the cabinet minister in the Parliament said that we do not want any caste census, across India into 2021. National census. And when you look to even the national census of 2021 was stopped in 2023, and saying that it will start once the election is 2024 election is over. So the intention of the BJP is very clear that they are going against the ethos and constitutional morality, that there should be a democratic decentralization.
But
they are against the democratic decentralization. And when you look to the caste survey of Bihar, they were part and parcel, yes, in the beginning. But they were the ones
you attacked the BJP. Yes, you attacked the BJP, you have a valid point. But then I want to ask you one little question before I get Abbas into this conversation, and Kuntal also wants to come in.
They challenged it, and then this data would have come in March, which is coming now. And now you are saying that because of the 5 state election, this data has come out. No, it is because of the BJP that this data was obstructed in the Supreme Court, and the government of India has given affidavit against the caste survey, and then later withdrawn that affidavit. So Kundal, they is factually not correct. It is.
But Subodhji, tell me one little thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay. Now you've spoken about dynasty. I don't know whether you would want to speak about corruption or not, Subodhji. But there is another question that a lot of our viewers want an answer to. They say in today's day and time, sir, when India is progressing, India has, landed on the south lunar surface there. I mean, are we going to be talking about castes? Caste is a reality. Caste is a reality in the country, sir. And much like in states like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. But should we promote merit, or should we promote caste and caste divisions?
Now, let me.
Or you believe this is the best way to defeat the BJP?
Now let me respond to this.
Subodhji will respond to that.
Of our alliance, and now he is along with the BJP. He knows very well our main agenda for 2020 election, assembly election, was padhai, dawai, kamai, sichai, sunwai and karwai. That was a developmental plan, and we, along with the developmental plan, we also want that the framers of the constitution, which the idea was incorporated in the constitution about the democratic decentralization and social revolution, that idea should also come along with the developmental process. So then only we will have a composite and holistic development of the society. That is the reason why, along with the developmental agenda that Tejasvi Prasad Yadav ji is having, we also have a agenda for us democratic decentralization.
But Subodhji, people will say it's good to hear these words. It's good to hear these words on a television debate, sir. But in reality, tell me something. The BJP keeps asking you this, na? कि लालू प्रसाद यादव के बाद कौन आया? उनके बेटे आए, और ऐसे ही वंशवाद चलता रहेगा. करप्शन को लेकर आरजेडी से क्या सवाल पूछा जाएगा? But this is the compulsion also of the coalition that Nitish Kumar is now with the RJD. Okay, now both Nikhil and Abbas haven't spoken. Subodhji, मुझे please समय दीजिएगा. I will come back to you. I will come back to you, sir. But let me get an Abbas quickly, and then Nikhil. Subodhji, we have limited time, sir. Now, Abbas, do you think Akhilesh Yadav should also do something like this if he is coming to power in Uttar Pradesh whenever that happens? Akhilesh Yadav has been speaking about this. But see, Nitish Kumar has delivered. But people say that Akhilesh Yadav only talks, he doesn't deliver. He doesn't, deliver anything for his own backward class, and he only thinks about himself, his family, and vahi parivarvad, corruption. These are charges, Abbas, that go out against the Samajwadi Party also.
See, let me tell you, Samajwadi Party has always advocated caste-based census so that it could help us improve the socio-economic status of the marginalized section of the society. That's a reality. Now, let me tell you, as per our constitution, this is not a caste census, this is a caste survey. But why is Bharatiya Janata Party running away from caste census? Caste survey is important to understand which particular communities are there, what are the percentage of those communities, and how government should allocate resources accordingly. And for a comprehensive report, we need to get a caste-based census, which apparently we have done in 2011. And now it's 2021. Survey has never been started by the union government. And if government is, but the Bharatiya Janata Party, they would not say anything about it. There are two faces of Bharatiya Janata Party. On one hand, they are saying they were part of the Bihar state government cabinet when this proposal was passed. On the other hand, they have tried to put every possible hurdle, legally, judicially to stop this survey. This is what Bharatiya Janata Party has been doing. So they need to answer this, that what they really want. They have been against the oppressed class of the society. We have asked a very valid question that yes,
so
we
Abbas,
need
do you
a
believe,
casteless...
Abbas, do you believe that this is going to be the plank that the entire India alliance is going to be fighting the elections of 2024 on?
See, the India alliance has been fighting for the aspiration of 1.4 billion people of this country. And let me tell you, it's not a squib, because it has the aspiration of the people, the support of the people of this country. And here, I would like to answer the question you asked from Mr. Subodh. See, we need a casteless and a classless society, rather. I would go a step further. But for that, we need to uplift this society. That cannot happen, that cannot be done unless and until we try to improve socio-economic, educational status of the marginalized section of the society. That
but
is
Abbas,
very
you have
important.
to give in to the fact that Nitish Kumar today is the champion of the OBCs, not Akhilesh Yadav. Now, Nikhil,
it's not about Nitish
apologies,
Kumar
I had
or
to keep you waiting because I wanted to listen to the other panelist. Abbas.
Let me just respond to this.
Okay,
just
Abbas, you accept it or not, but Nitish Kumar today is that leader who's been able to do what Nikhil and the Congress could not do. Nikhil? And there are questions that have been raised. The Siddaramaiah government in Karnataka earlier had done a caste survey, but they still haven't released those figures. Now, why did that not happen? And why is today Rahul Gandhi saying that he is the champion of the OBC votes? And look at this message coming in from Nitish Kumar, because he is telling Rahul Gandhi, he is putting pressure on the NIA alliance, Nikhil. He's making it very clear who should be the boss.
Not at all. Neither has Nitish Kumar put any pressure on Akhilesh Yadav, nor on Rahul Gandhi, nor on the Congress party. The India alliance is together, and they've been talking about a caste census since a while now. And today, Nitish Kumarji, who had data about a caste survey or a caste census, whatever you may call it,
there is a difference, Nikhil, in talking and delivering. The Congress kept on talking, they did not deliver.
Do that.
Nitish Kumar spoke about it, he delivered.
The Congress, no. The Congress is not ruling the union government at the moment, and it is the union government that has the caste data. So
No. You should not confuse. You should not confuse our audience, Nikhil. Nikhil, the 2011 SEC survey, the Congress did not release the figures. Also, Siddaramaiah, when he was the chief minister in the previous term, had a caste survey. He did not release the data.
He might as well now. I'm not claiming to have any inside information, but we don't know. Maybe Nitish Kumarji has started it, and maybe Siddaramaiah is going to release the data in his state. At this moment, we need to wait. And I've been seeing the ticker that your channel has been running for a while, Unite, Not Divide. I don't understand how is understanding the figures and metrics relating to caste in India dividing India, and how is reservation or doing any sort of affirmative action dividing the country?
Do you
Chandrayaan landing and all
remember what
of
the
that,
Congress used to say at one point in time? You were against the OBC quota.
What is relevant?
The Congress has also revised its position.
The Congress...
Otherwise, the women reservation bill would have been a reality.
No, the Congress was always for the women reservation bill. And on the topic of affirmative action, I want to bring it to your notice that just because data on different castes is being collected, or reservation to a particular community, whether that is women, whether that is OBC is being given, that is not something like we are taking a step in the past. That is something that is, we are providing affirmative action to a community that has been marginalized, disadvantaged, and faced historic discrimination. We are trying to wrong the rights of the past, and we are trying to right the wrongs of the past, and there is nothing wrong in that. And the Modi government is also pro-reservation. They've never come and said that.
I've run out of time. Otherwise, we can always counter that argument that you have made, Kuntal. I've run out of time. Apologies, but
one small point.
What is very, very important now is that there is a marked shift in the kind of politics by the India alliance. Mamata Banerjee, but don't forget, she has not agreed for this caste survey. But Rahul Gandhi has insisted that if he comes to power in 2024, he said, "Pure country mein karayenge caste survey." But he forgets that in 2011, his own government had the SEC survey, but they did not release the data. Siddaramaiah government, when they were ruling the state of Karnataka in his previous term, has still not released that data. So is it all about convenience? It's all about timing, and definitely about politics. I thank all of you gentlemen for joining us right now. Quickly heading into a break. On the other side, we are back with lots more.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
If you believe that the time for an anti-national digital news media in India is over, if you believe that journalism is not a narration of an anti-national agenda, an agenda against the nation, if you believe in our ideology which is only and only to put Bharat first, India first, nation first, then this is my personal appeal to you. Join the Republic Digital WhatsApp channel. Believers who believe in the true power of Bharatiyata, who are unafraid to make it their only cause. Therefore, if you believe in my ideology of nation first, it's very easy. The code is on your screen. Please join the Nation First community on the Republic WhatsApp group.
One, we are now called as Republic Kannada here in Karnataka.
Republic Kannada has officially launched.
So today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. If you commit to the Republic Digital channel, you commit to put nation first. Therefore, I want you, if you are a believer, if you are sick and tired and done and dusted with this so-called digital media that is obsessed, so many parts of it, constantly putting down the country, constantly spreading negativity, then please join our WhatsApp channel. If you believe in our ideology which is only and only to put Bharat first, India first, nation first, no matter the situation, no matter the cause, with all the straightforwardness of intent in my heart and the passion and commitment of the Republic Media Network, join me, reject the anti-national media on digital. Join me on the Republic Digital WhatsApp channel. Our topmost sources are telling us at Republic that there will be mega action against Khalistani supporters in the next 48 hours. Trudeau continues to look baffled and cornered on the world stage. The Indian agency.
Trending burning question powered by Reva University, Century Ply Laminates, Hyundai Alcazar and Creta, co-powered by Acco Insurance.
Hello, welcome you watching the Trending Burning Question with me, Shavan Sen. Ladies and gentlemen, the special cell of the Delhi police has made an arrest in the ISIS case. Shahnawaz, a trained engineer was on the run. He was first arrested by the Pune police and thereafter he was on the run. It then turns out that there is a clear link that emerges between two cases. The ISIS Rajasthan case and the ISIS Pune case, in which Shahnawaz plays a very important role. But it's not about one particular case that we're really talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about the ISIS threat which still looms large. According to a UN report, especially in Karnataka as well as in Tamil Nadu, there are sleeper cells which still exist. We have seen the kind of politicization that it takes place whenever there is an arrest that is essentially taken place in matters related to security. In this particular case too, remember, one of the accused participated in a de-radicalization program that is carried out by the security forces. Despite that, he then carries on becoming a member, rather an active member of a module. For those who say that there is no threat, for those who essentially say that we should not perhaps act hard on matters like this, then perhaps it is time for them to rethink. Take a look at this report about the big arrest that has been made by the Delhi Police Special Cell, who was wanted by the National Investigation Agency for several months put together. He's finally behind bars. But the question still remains, what really happens to those who've essentially said that, look here, you don't need to go really strong or hard on these elements.
Averting big terror threat, Delhi police has arrested one of NIA's most wanted terrorists, Shahnawaz. The terrorist is alleged to have links with ISIS module. An engineer by profession, Shahnawaz was arrested on Sunday night from an area in southeast Delhi by Delhi Police's Special Cell and is currently being interrogated.
स्पेशल सेल ने लास्ट मंथ एक NIA ने रिवॉर्ड डिक्लेयर किए थे 3 लोगों पे, जिन पे अलग अलग ब्लास्ट केसेस में उनकी इन्वॉल्वमेंट होने का आरोप था और उनका एक मेन एक्यूज था मोहम्मद शाहनवाज। उसको आज सुबह उसके 2 साथियों के साथ, जिसमें मोहम्मद रिजवान अशरफ है और तीसरा मोहम्मद अरशद वारसी है, इनको अरेस्ट किया।
Delhi police have also recovered pistol and bomb making material during the arrest.
इनके ठिकानों पे रेड हुआ तो तमाम एक्सप्लोसिव्स बनाने की डिफरेंट जो इक्विपमेंट्स थी, जो कि इन्होंने अलग अलग जगह से हासिल करी थी, जिसमें एलिमेंट्री प्लास्टिक ट्यूब्स, आयरन पाइप्स, अलग अलग तरह के केमिकल्स और बहुत सारी और जो टाइमिंग डिवाइसेस एक्सेट्रा जो कि एक्सप्लोसिव बनाने में यूज़ हो सकती थी, वो मोहम्मद शाहनवाज के ठिकाने से हमारी टीम ने रिकवर करी है।
Police have also recovered other incriminating material suspected to be used for IED fabrication. Police have also revealed that the terrorist had carried out recce in multiple states to execute blasts, including Maharashtra. Carrying a reward of 3 lakh rupees, Shahnawaz had escaped from the custody of Pune police and was living in Delhi.
इन्होंने वेस्टर्न इंडिया, सदर्न इंडिया में अलग अलग जगह पे रेकी करी। वेस्टर्न घाट्स में इन्होंने अपना ठिकाना बनाने की कोशिश करी। कई ऐसे वाइल्ड लाइफ एरियाज़ थे जहाँ पे इन्होंने नंबर ऑफ वीक्स बिताए और इनको क्लियरली एक टास्किंग दी जाती थी कि किस स्टेज पे क्या करना है।
4 to 5 people connected to the module and detained in the matter are also being interrogated. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, joining us on the trending burning question tonight are Jitendra Kumar Ojha, geopolitical and national security expert from the national capital, Ellen Rao, who is the former DCP of Delhi Police Special Cell, and Atikur Rahman, Islamic scholar, joining us on the trending burning question. Let me first begin by asking you, Jitendra Kumar Ojha, if you can put this into perspective, why there is a growing concern. In fact, I would like to quote the 26th report of the Analytical Support and Sanctions Monitoring Team of UN, where they make a specific mention about 2 things. One, about the existence of the ISIS threat in particular states like Tamil Nadu as well as in Karnataka and even Kerala. And there's a clear mention of the fact that sleeper cells do exist. We've seen the kind of politicization thereafter it takes place. That look here, there's one single community that has been targeted. But the fact of the matter is this. It is a reality that we have to take head on. Why don't you put this into perspective for our viewers who are tuning in right now as to why the crackdown should be intense?
A crackdown has to be intense. Let me get down to ISIS. There are a host of Islamic radical and terrorist organizations for a variety of reasons. They have flourished. But ISIS created a very unique kind of model. And when in 2017, we assumed that 97% of the 95% of the ISIS territory has been taken over, Baghdadi was wiped out. So they created something very different. You'll see in ISIS, 65% of those ISIS cadres or terrorists, they were non-Arabs. They had gone from different parts of the world. And they were, of course, most of them, or 99% of them, were either Muslims or those who had converted to Islam. But once they went back, they tried to create different hubs. And if you see ISIS model, what was this model? They, at the leadership level, they targeted highly educated people. They knew how to use media, not only media, but people who had access to technical education, very powerful ideological appeal, domination of Islam or whatever, creation of caliphate or return to golden era. And in this thing, I would go beyond what UN report has to say, that southern India was particularly targeted because southern India had highly educated and prosperous kind of Muslim population. They were particularly targeting it. When we're talking about terrorism, and especially ISIS kind of terrorism, we have to protect our communities, especially our Muslim community. If we see, given their larger size, the level of radicalization has been very low. And particular model has been, consistently emphasizing on specific grievances and Muslim discrimination. So this is one trap people have to avoid. India has a problem of rule of law. We have a problem of, absolute observance of constitutional provisions of liberty or justice, whatever. That's a separate issue. But India has been particularly on their target. This is what I would say. And most of ISIS cadre, if you look at it, especially at high level, these cadres are educated cadres. They are at leadership level roles. And these hubs they created, most of the cadres who returned to the respective countries, these cadres created hubs in different regions, and then they started expanding. Another aspect of this ISIS model of terrorism, which is very different from other modes of terrorism, is creating diversified source of income. So if I have to recommend, people who are practicing counterterrorism, etc., look at these things, look at these indicators, keep a closer watch on top educational institutions, those who are from different kind of disturbed family background, etc., people who have traveled extensively. They have to keep a much closer watch. This is what I would say. But in the end, I must congratulate that India was once in top 5 countries which were impacted by terrorism in Global Terror Index. We have slipped out of it, but we remain extremely vulnerable. And when we are fighting a terrorism like this, it's not a law and order problem. These are not stray incidents. This is a war in India. And everybody has to contribute, whether it's police, whether it's security forces, whether it's Islamic scholars, or whether it's non-Islamic scholars. Everybody has to contribute because this war has to be stopped. This only will bring destruction. It's a clandestine kind of war. And as for module of ISIS is concerned, it is very well known. I must congratulate Special Cell of Delhi Police and NIA for cracking this thing. Despite all disadvantages, they have been trying to exploit our ecosystem, you can say, whether fragile criminal justice systems, etc. But this is a remarkable achievement. We must congratulate and continue this fight.
Well, while perhaps we can congratulate and celebrate and perhaps feel, a lot has essentially been done over the years in terms of the fact that if you really look at the number of explosions that have taken place in our country, which has obviously gone down drastically, which essentially shows the robust security grid that is present. But having said that, Jitendra Oja, there's another aspect that I would like to take with Mr. Rao in a short while from now. That is, are we also becoming complacent because radicalization is a bigger threat? And herein, I would like to bring in Atikur Rahman. Atikur Rahman, just to perhaps rewind a little bit and look at the comments that were made soon after the Mangaluru blast. It was only after, much persuasion that was done by the Karnataka police, we finally saw the arrests that were made. Coimbatore being the other case where unless you had one political party raising it, say that look here, there is a pattern that exists. We completely ignored it, and some went a step further by simply saying that look here, elections are around the corner, hence we are, one particular community is being targeted. I believe when it comes to security related issues, one has to rise above that.
Sure, Shravan, the fact of the matter should be that since terrorism is a very, very serious subject and it amounts to danger to the country, to the nation at large, as a law-abiding citizen, we cannot have no qualms related to the harshest punishment to any people who get radicalized, be they Muslims or otherwise. As far as, my former speaker, I regard his, opinion regarding everything what he said is, the Muslims of India, if they are, any government or the NIA or the media try to, equalize the incidents of terrorism with the community, that's number one problematic. Second important problematic aspect related to this is when these same people, mind you, you are running the hashtag that these are the suspected elements. They are not yet being tried in the court of law. I have the grudge against the media is that when the same people who are suspected today, when they are not punished and they are leaved by the courts, that sufficient evidences are not there, you do not run the same stories that they are being left out of the court. They are not convicted. Another important factor here is NIA has a very, very dubious record in nailing the Muslims in particular to the terror-related, this thing. And with due regards again to my former speaker, that why only Kerala, sir? Even in Mumbai, close to Mumbai, there is Mumra, wherein every family, they contacted themselves, the local police and the administration and the NIA, and they informed the authorities that our youth are getting radicalized and they are to ISIS.
I'll just say one thing.
And what the response of the NIA was, it was a very, very negative response, sir.
Okay. Atikur Rahman, two things that you have raised. One, Jitendra Oja, let me bring in Mr. Ellen Rao because I do not have enough time perhaps to get a rebuttal from you. But Atikur Rahman, two important points that you raise. One, you are saying that NIA has got a dubious track record. But let me also put this into perspective. NIA also happens to be that federal agency which has a conviction rate over 90%. So you are basically you're also raising concerns or raising your doubts about how exactly our courts are functioning, especially terror courts which have been dealing with the terror cases. Ellen Rao, you've heard what Atikur Rahman had to say. There is a disagreement. You're nodding your head at Atikur Rahman. No one is essentially saying that anyone should be targeted and there should be enough evidence before you're picking up anyone. The fact of the matter is this, that allow the investigation to happen. No investigation, at least as far as terror cases are concerned, no one is going to arrest anyone without having the basic evidence or basic surveillance is not done. Ellen Rao could actually perhaps come into this picture. Ellen Rao, when it comes to terror cases in the past, to remember the courts have also come down heavily on some cases which later on we figured out that there was no evidence that was gathered, in particular some cases that have been probed by the special cell too. Atikur Rahman is saying that don't really target anyone unless the conviction essentially happens.
I'm not getting any voice and not getting any what.
Mr. Rao, can you hear me? We'll try and fix Mr. Rao's audio line quickly. Jitendra Oja, why don't you, till the time we try and fix Mr. Rao's audio line, why don't you respond to what Atikur Rahman had to say?
Okay.
First and foremost, by and large, we are very proud of our Muslim community. We have probably the largest Muslim population, especially as a minority. Nowhere we have this kind of population.
Okay.
But we have to protect
Jitendra Oja, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Mr. Rao. Yeah. Okay, quickly make your point. I just want to get a word from Mr. Rao.
I'll just take 1 minute or two. and I just will take a minute or two. We have been extremely lenient towards radical propaganda and organized crime both. And this is where problem has started. There are collateral damages. You see, we have to improve the overall state of rule of law. Judiciary has to be very efficient and trials have to be very good. If police wrongfully targets anyone, I think it's high time we initiate punishment for police also, because these collateral damages have a counter reaction. We have to avoid it. But finally, I would say Islamic radicalism is a reality. We need our Islamic scholars to address this thing. We cannot go back to 6th century, a xenophobic version of this thing. Whatever Islam came, it just reinforced pre-Islamic values of xenophobia and hatred towards other communities. And I'm very sure that large number of our Muslims are sensitive to it. We have to remove it. And of course, this has to go hand in hand together with law enforcement and improvement in rule of law capacities. I conclude.
Well, Mr. Rao would perhaps underscore this point that the de-radicalization program is of utmost importance, but are we really looking at the results also? Because you have one of the accused in this particular case attended a de-radicalization module or a program that was done by the Delhi police, and thereafter you have the person carrying out an attack or planning to carry out an attack. One word that I want to get in from Mr. Ellen Rao. I'm sorry I had to come to you last, but Mr. Ellen Rao, you've heard both our panelists, what they had to say. What is it that you would say with regards to the fact that are we perhaps being a little lenient when it comes to the threat that ISIS poses even today?
Threats by the ISI are very much serious from the very beginning. But I think that Special Cell and other NIA officials of Delhi Police are doing their best, and I congratulate Special Cell and NIA for doing this job. And they are not any. I don't think that there is any lenient action against them. Whatever, so many ISIs by Special Cell, and they have been interrogated, and that is the result of their interrogation and outcome of their interrogation, that we could be able to arrest so many other persons. Now, with the custody of 7 days, now I think more things will be revealed with the interrogation of these 3 persons, and especially Shahnawaz Khan. Then I think that so many other things will be come out. And moreover, that angle of that UP city, that is also coming again and again. It was also there in that Batla house, and after that, so many other educated persons were arrested. And now it has coming on the it has been revealed that these persons who have been arrested by Special, they are also trained engineers, well-educated persons, and that is the history of ISIS, that they are recruiting these educated persons for that, and they are radicalizing the youth of our country for all these activities.
Rather than just pandering to the political needs of few parties. Thank you very much, Jitendra Kumar Roja, Ellen Rao, and Atikur Rahman for joining us on the trending burning question. On the other side, the big debate with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
believers who believe in the true power of Bharatiyata, who are unafraid to make it their only cause. Therefore, if you believe in my ideology of nation first, it's very easy. The code is on your screen. Please join the Nation First community on the Republic WhatsApp group.
Three, two, one. We are now called as Republic Kannada here in Karnataka.
Republic Kannada has officially launched.
Today we dedicate Republic Kannada to the people of Karnataka. If you commit to the Republic digital channel, you commit to put nation first. And therefore, I want you, if you are a believer, if you are sick and tired and done and dusted with this so-called digital media that is obsessed, so many parts of it, constantly putting down the country, constantly spreading negativity, then please join our WhatsApp channel. If you believe in our ideology, which is only and only to put Bharat first, India first, nation first, no matter the situation, no matter the cause, with all the straightforwardness of intent in my heart and the passion and commitment of the Republic Media Network,